Well, let's start straight by reviewing the immunity that the members of parliament in Uganda enjoy by virtue of them being in the August House. In Uganda, members of parliament have a certain degree of immunity when participating in parliamentary proceedings. This immunity is meant to allow them to speak and act freely during debates and sessions without fear of external legal repercussions. However, this privilege does not extend to criminal conduct or actions that disrupt parliamentary order, such as physical fights. If MPs are involved in a fight during a plenary session, disciplinary measures can be taken according to parliamentary rules. The Speaker of Parliament has the authority to suspend members who engage in such misconduct. Additionally, if the conduct is deemed severe or criminal, legal actions can be pursued outside the privileges of parliamentary immunity. This ensures that while MPs are protected for their speech and debates in Parliament, actions that breach decorum or involve violence do not fall under immunity protections. So that is it. The MPs can still be, they can face legal consequences if they get involved in misconduct. And now, Honorable Zaake took a tweet and said, upon being discharged from hospital, I have instructed my lawyers to take swift legal action against Mr. Akol Anthony, MP Clark North, for physically assaulting me like a wild animal on the floor of Parliament as we debated the coffee bill. Well, this is something that has been circulating, and is the lawyers of Zaake have also issued notice of intention to sue to Akol. We will not get into detail, but the content, there are 3 things which they talk about. You should within 7 days, they have given 7 days ultimatum to Akol from the date of receipt of this notice, that is the 7th of November, to 1, issue to our client an equivocal apology on the floor of Parliament. Then secondly, make a monetary atonement to our client adequate enough to ameliorate the damage and injury occasioned upon him by your violent actions above. And lastly, which is the 3rd one, pay to us 10% of the monetary atonement above being our legal fees. Then the notice also at the end says, should you fail and or else refuse to comply with the foregoing demands, we have the strictest instructions to commence court proceedings against you without further reference to you but your own cost and assured embarrassment. Yours faithfully, Mrs. Lukwago and Company Advocates. So that is the content of what is happening. And then also, Honorable Akol did not waste time. He also replied straight away saying, you started it before and lost. So Akol is saying Zaake started it before and lost. And he also had it, I have you have started it again. I can assure you that you will still lose. Akol meaning Zaake will still lose this legal battle. Lukwago is going to hit your money for nothing. That is the assurance that Akol is giving to those of Lukwago and Zaake Francis. But also when you take a look at that video on an independent notice, both Akol and Zaake are wrong. As the court, or the first rule of the court says, if you come to accuse someone in the court, the person who accuses someone needs to come with a clean hand. Now, in this case, you realize that after Zaake had some fisting hands and also boiling seriously, went back to take a seat, found Akol did something bad by sitting on where he was sitting. Then, just within some few seconds, 30 seconds, the negotiation between him and Akol did not take long. He pushed Akol, mark my word, Zaake pushed Akol. Now, pushing is part of touch. Let's also take a look at why it is wrong to touch somebody. We will come there. Pushing is a touch. Now, the intention of touching someone, because it is illegal for you to touch somebody, we're coming to that. The intention of you touching somebody will be reviewed in the court, because if you touch me without my consent, like it is not greeting and the rest, and I show you, it will be reviewed properly. Then, Akol, after being pushed, Akol had to reply with punches. Two things happened: pushing and punching. If Akol was to do the same thing exactly, he would have also pushed him, but that would be a tit for tat. But he had it more by punching. That is now, both the first one is also violent and criminal, that is pushing. It is violent and criminal because pushing is part of an act of fight and violence. Mark this technically. And then also the punch is also the same thing, an act of violence and fight. So, getting back to the legality of touching someone, of which pushing is part of touching. In Uganda, touching someone without their consent can be considered illegal and may be classified as assault or harassment, depending on the context. Physical contact that is unwelcome or offensive can be prosecuted under laws related to assault or sexual harassment. The nature of the contact, the relationship between the individuals, and the intent behind it all play a role in determining whether it constitutes an offense. For general, non-threatening or consensual physical conduct, such as a handshake or pat on the back, this is usually not illegal. You see, what is not illegal? Example is clearly stated here. Non-threatening. Non-threatening, mark that word. If I touch you, like I say, non-threatening physical contact, such as handshake or pat on the back. How are you, my friend? That is not criminal. And then also, I believe the one which is not sexual, like touching the balls, touching the breast if it's a woman, or the thigh of the woman, those ones are criminal, even though they're not threatening. Then this is usually not illegal. I mean, the non-threatening. However, if the touching is unwelcome, inappropriate, or involves certain sensitive areas of the body, it could lead to legal consequences. Where Zaake touched the thighs is near where the balls is. And when you see the nature of the touch, which is technically right to be called pushing, it is threatening. So that one is illegal, clearly. Now, Akol replied with a punch, meaning Zaake, who is accusing Akol, has no clean hand in the accusation, and the law will also deal with him properly. Now, let's also analyze, let's take our mind backward to the village setup of Uganda, not only in Acholi. Now, back in Kila or anywhere else in Uganda, if you are pushed the way Akol was pushed and you just keep quiet, say, oh, it's okay, please, I'm sorry for sitting here, please let me leave your seat, and you sit, I'm so sorry, I apologize, then you walk away, it will be used against you by your political opponents. And I know very well, Akol knows that in the mind. As an experienced politician, mark the word politician. I'm not talking about leadership here. Don't quote me wrong. So, as an experienced politician, Akol knows that the cameras have captured this. The nasty pushing that Zaake did to him. And then, what will the people say in the village? In Acholi, they will say, Tela uluyo ko parliament. Nendong kena kechor ke de luak furme duako. Which loosely translated, you have failed in the parliament. Even your fellow members of parliament, they don't want you. That's why they were pushing you away from the chair. Why do you vote this kind of person back? The opponents will use it in that way. They will twist it that way. See? So I think that is why what prompted Akol to punch Zaake. And yeah, we don't know the content of their conversation, which is legally difficult to prove. That Zaake said the word like stupid Acholi. With that one, it does not end well. Tribalism cannot be tolerated. We cannot say it is true. We cannot say it's not true. They are the only ones who know. I think if I'm to give them advice, Zaake is my OB, but then his level is far much bigger than me. I give him total respect. And then also, when you take a look at Akol, he's an elder. And also his level is far much bigger. There's a tendency in Africa that younger people don't always give advice, but I think suggestively, what I think is these people should both apologize to each other and move on from this kind of petty challenge. They want help. And the first person to do that should be Zaake, who pushed Akol. And then Akol should also apologize to Zaake for punching Zaake. Thank you so much. And if you are subscribed, you will keep getting this type of vlogs on Acholi TV. Please subscribe. Nice time.